What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Tuna back at it again with another video. Today I got something special for y'all, man. Got monsterhunterwilds open beta gameplay. But in today's video I was thinking I would do a basic hunting horn tutorial. Anybody out there that is interested in getting into the hunting horn. Great weapon, by the way. Really love it. Anybody that's a fan of the hammer, I think you guys will feel right at home with the hunting horn. It is a blunt weapon. Excuse me. So you do, it does do KO damage. That starting off with tip number one. Focus on the head when you are using the hunting horn. You do want to be doing as much stun damage as possible. Aim for the head. Always aim for the head when you are using the hunting horn, just like the hammer. So the thing that sets the hunting horn aside from the hammer, you'll see on the top right corner of your screen, is that you actually play notes depending on the button that you press. So depending on the type of attack that you do, you would play a musical note. And the thing about the hunting horn is that the combinations of musical notes, you do buffs that will buff yourself and your fellow hunters on your hunts. The musical notes depend on the button that you press for your attacks. So for example, your white note would be the triangle button on the PlayStation 5 controller, and it would be the Y button on the Xbox controller. So these are your white notes, and it does combo into itself 3 times. That was the white note. Now with the circle button on PS5 controller or the B button on Xbox controllers, you would do your red notes. Now there is something, a quick tip, there is something special about the red notes that I will show you right now. So as you can see, when you're playing notes, you have to play one at a time, right? And you have to wait for your animations to then be able to throw out another attack, so you could throw out another musical note, right? But the special thing about the red note is that it does a double swing. Now, if you catch that, if you see on the top left, I'll try to edit it, point things, keep you guys' attention since some things that I want you to see. But anyways, going back to the red note, if you look at my note sheet on the on the top left of the screen below my HUD, you'll see that when you press the red note, you can actually add a second note to it in the middle of the animation. So you saw how I did the red note, and then right after the red note, I was able to put up a white note. So let me show you that, show that to you guys again, and show you that you can actually do it with different notes. Like, so for example, I could throw in a yellow note in there for the second swing. So yeah, that's pretty much the notes. If you see your note sheet, it's always nice to keep these up. It's always kind of hard to try to remember this. So the hunting horn is definitely a weapon that you do want to always have that HUD up so you can see your patterns. But anyways, so I can show you guys how the buffs work. I'll do the basic one, which is the self-improvement. So it's 2 white notes. So after the 2 white notes, then you would press R2 on the PS5 controller or RT on the Xbox controller, and you will perform a melody, right? So they changed up how the melodies work this year, and how you can do the encores. So back then, and you still can have three buffs queued up at the same time. That's bad. That's still the same. But to give you guys an example of what I mean, the difference and how the encores work this year now is that, so when you perform a melody, you can go straight into an encore. Or now this year, you could actually essentially do 3 recitals back to back. So it will look something like this. Press R2, you will start reciting a melody. You will press R2 again, and R2 a 3rd time. And then you'll do encore to encore all 3 of those melodies, right? And basically doing an encore is just buffing the essentially getting a greater buff for the buff that you are acquiring for your team, and it also extends the duration of how long the buff will last. So that is how you perform your recitals. You line up, you match up the combinations of the notes. You cue them up, which you'll see a little bit to the right of where your musical notes are, your musical sheet is, the top left of the screen. And once you have something queued up, you can press either R2 on the PS5 remote or RT on the Xbox remote. Now, there is a timing to your recitals, and when you do time them correctly, you do extra damage. I'm not the best at timing them, but the way you would know if you timed it correctly is that your huntinghorn will glow red. So let's see. I'll do a recital. There you see. You see how I went red? So basically is as soon as you see the note play and you know that you can do the encore, you have to time it correctly to get that buff. So let's try it one more time. See that? That's how you will get that red buff. And now imagine with 3 melodies queued up. You know, the damage is it's crazy this year with the hunting one. But all right, so that's basically your bread and butters. All the stuff I just showed you guys, that's basically your bread and butters. One quick thing to also remember with using the hunting horn: don't be so caught up on your melodies, especially if you're learning. You're new and you're just learning the weapon. If anything, just think of it as a hammer. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you have to be off on the sides playing off melodies and doing no damage to the monster. Because you're actually going to be making it harder on your teammates than actually helping. So remember that it's a weapon like every other weapon. Be up on the monster, get your attacks up. Like I said, don't even worry about the melodies. At a certain point, you're just gonna remember how to do everything. And quick side note, you always want self-improvement on. Self-improvement gives you both mind's eye, and I believe it's supposed to give you a speed boost. Now, this year, it looks like the speed boost is not too crazy, but it does give you a speed boost of when you have your weapon drawn. So anyways, back to the next tip. So now they added a new attack into the game. It's called the Echo Bubble. So to do the Echo Bubble, you will press on a PlayStation 5 controller X and R2 together at the same time. And on the Xbox controller, it would be A and RT together. So this is how that looks. So now, the special properties with the Echo Bubble, you're going to want to, at all times, always have Echo Bubbles up. You can pop 3 bubbles at a time. And the cool thing about the bubbles is that actually, anytime you do an attack, your attack resonates with the bubble. So as you can see, you see the bubble activating? Every time you do an attack, the bubble activates. And on top of that, every time you do a recite melody, it also activates as well. And the encore also recites. So the Echo Bubble is a great tool to use to increase your damage output substantially with the hunting horn. It's amazing, guys. Quick little tip about the Echo Bubble. When you do perform the Echo Bubble attack, you can actually perform a combo with your attack buttons to create melodies. So instead of going one by one, putting your notes to make your melodies, you can actually activate the Echo Bubble, and in the middle of your animation, you can click the attack buttons in the pattern of the melody that you want to recite. So for example, I am going to do the Echo Wave blunt melody, which will be 1 white note and 2 red notes. Now, as you can see, when I perform the Echo Bubble, I just have to perform the buttons in the correct order. And now, if you look at my melodies that are queued up, the Echo Wave is on there. So just so you guys can see, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to perform the Echo Wave again. just like that. So I do believe you probably can only get 3 notes off of that. I could be wrong. Anyways, that is the echo bubble. Remember the echo bubble, guys. That is your friend. You're using the hunting horn. You're gonna always want to have the echo bubble up. Like I said, it increases your damage output. It helps stunning the monsters faster. And overall, it's just it's a great tool. It's a great tool to always have your melodies queued up. Um, but yeah, that is the echo bubble, guys. So now, um, it's kind of hard to show you guys without hunting a monster. So right after this, I am gonna get into a hunt to kind of show you everything I showed you guys and put it all together. But one big and main thing that they're adding into Wilds is the focus mode. Now, this is great, guys. You literally can aim where you want to hit your weapon. This is great for when you want to recite. You can literally aim where you're going. You know, if you've tried the hunting horn in older games, you will know how impossible it is to do the things I'm doing right now. You literally were not able to turn around while performing your melodies. But now with the focus mode, you can. So definitely get acquainted with the focus mode, guys. Abuse it, use it. It's great. It's so good. Definitely a perfect quality of life change to this game, man. But that was pretty much it. In the side of what I could show you now, I will be able to show you the actual focus attack while I'm in the middle of a hunt. So I'm actually going to go and do that. Perfect. And we have our subject here. So now, remember what I told you guys. You know, a lot of the times, a lot of people would want to just be in the background, reciting melodies and stuff like that. But it's actually more beneficial for you to recite your melodies while attacking the monster, because your melodies do a very, very, very high damage. Alright, so now as you can see here, I'll place my echo bubbles where I believe the monster will be at. You know, I'm going to play around it. There we go. Now remember what I told you guys. Focus mode, man. Focus mode is your friend in this game. There we go. You see that reciting the melodies? You do more damage. There we go. There we go. You see why those echo bubbles are so good? I missed reciting, but the echo bubble was able to hit the monster. Those resonances are amazing, man. So see, there you go. What you guys want to do, always aim for the head. Always try to get the knockouts. Now, real quick, show you guys the focus attack. Oh, nope. I have to open that wound a little more, it seems. So that's where we're going to be hitting him. Oh, okay. Didn't expect that to hit. There we go. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. See, we got another stun. You want to live right here. Literally right here, guys. Right in front of the monster. Let's try to get a wound going here. Or not. He's moving. Oh, got another monster in here. Let me prepare the dark pod. He actually had him trapped in there. Wow, that's crazy. I think I have to go in here, right? What the heck? Took this guy away from me. Alright, let me dunk pot him. Get him out of here. And where you got our friend? He's still falling down? Yep, okay. We're back. Alright, let me try to open up a wound now. Should have one on his arm. There we go, perfect. We have a wound. So now, do the focus attack. So, cool thing about that focus attack, we're basically playing a rhythm game, guys. They added a freaking rhythm game to Monster Hunters. And what better weapon to put it for than the hunting horn? A weapon that you have to have rhythm, huh? Anyways. So, now, if you guys saw, the way you want to time the focus attack is you see the red energy coming off from your hunting horn. What you want to do is you want to time when it's going to go inside of the weapon. I'm sorry, I know that explanation probably sounds dumb, but when you look at the energy waves and it looks like it's swirling around the hunting horn and it's gonna go like inside of it, that's when you want to time your attack. That's when you want to time your button input. And just like the echo bubble, your focus attack, you can actually also recite notes while you're performing the focus attack. So you could input any attack you want. So you could put a white note, you could do a red note, you could do the yellow note. So you can do, you can, I'm sorry guys, this is not scripted by the way, so it might be a lot of pauses, gonna be a lot of cuts. But anyways, let's get back to it. So when you do your focus attack, just like the echo bubble, you can recite notes while you're in the middle of the animation. So once the animation finishes, you can have melodies queued up. So you're always gonna want to do that. You're always gonna want to have melodies queued up with your while you use your echo bubble. You want to do when you do your focus attack. You always want to have melodies queued up. So not remember though, like I said, you know, if at first it's kind of hard to remember the melodies or even trying to do the melodies while you're fighting. Just don't even worry about that, you know. Just worry about learning how to use the weapon regularly. Worry about doing damage, and yeah, just keep practicing, man. You saw there, if you looked at my music sheet, I queued up another echo wave while doing my focus attack. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much the hunting horn in a nutshell. Could probably be intimidating to get into it at first, but once you guys learn it, man, I'm telling you, it's such a great weapon. It's such a fun weapon. I think you guys will love it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Drop down in the comments too. Let me know if you guys did like the video, you know, anything that I could improve on. If there's any more weapons you guys would like to see me cover. I'm pretty sure I will cover more weapons. I'll probably do, you know, the weapons that I do like using myself. But yeah, I also am planning on putting out hunts, putting out the videos of me doing these hunts for the beta. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.